Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to SmashDaLikeTV. You are hanging with your host, your boy Be Easy, that is for sure. Now, on your way in through the door, don't forget to smash that like button, y'all. This is called SmashDaLikeTV, so please smash that like button for me. And if you can also take the time to hit the subscribe button to help me reach 1,000 subscribers, I greatly appreciate that as well. All right, everybody, let's roll. Now, what people are wondering is, why would Molly mess with Stephen A? Right? Why would she go from a fresh shape up to a receding hairline? That's the question being asked. Why would Molly go from a fresh shape up to a receding hairline? Now, these are the questions that's being asked, ladies and gentlemen. All right? So let's assess. Let's assess the situation. Why would Molly find Stephen A's receding hairline more attractive than Jalen Rose's fade? Now, obviously, it don't have nothing to do with the haircuts or whatever, man. Basically, people just don't understand why Molly would see anything in Stephen A to even have anything with him. All right. So let's assess that. All right, let's get into it. Now, let's first speak on this. It's not out the realm of possibility for coworkers, colleagues, and the like to mess around with each other. All right? Let's just get that out the way. We know that occurs. We know that transpires in the workplace. So let's just get that out the way. That's first and foremost. Now, of course, there are people that avoid those situations on the job, but we know there's a lot of people that don't avoid them, and they look forward to getting into those kind of situations with coworkers, colleagues, and the like. You know what I mean? So we just want to establish that there are people that avoid messing around with people in the workplace, but there are people that don't have a problem doing it, especially if they know they can get away with it. All right? So let's just establish that. Now let's move on. So the question we got to entertain is, why would Molly even think about messing around with Stephen A? Well, we already established that people in the workplace can have affairs and all that type of stuff. So in order for that to happen, there's some sort of closeness, some sort of intimacy that takes place, before that type of stuff transpires, you know what I mean? And obviously there's some sort of likeness towards each other, some attraction or whatever. We know Stephen A attracted to Molly, so we just going to make sure we get that out the way. We know that the man don't have a problem. I done stated this in my videos. He does not have a problem highlighting Molly's beauty, complimenting her. He does it all the time with frequency. So we know that. So we know he's attracted to Molly. The question is, a lot of people is trying to figure out, why would Molly be attracted to Stephen A? This is what this is all about. Hey, well, you never know what Molly may like or not like. You see what I'm saying? And when you're at work, when you're close to somebody, and a lot of times you're spending more time around certain coworkers than you are certain family members and even your mate. So when you have that type of dynamic going on, you never know what can transpire. That's why it takes, when you're dealing with relationships, when you're dealing with marriages, when you're dealing with commitments, that's why it takes people to be mature and to be strong, because there's a lot of instances in which people can cave in, to the lusts that are out here. You know what I mean? So you don't know what Molly may have found attractive in Stephen A. First and foremost, let's get this out the way. Stephen A is the head honcho at ESPN. All right? Not Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose is definitely a top analyst at ESPN. We know that. But Stephen A is the head honcho. All right. He's the HNIC. All right. Let's just establish that as well. Now, with that understanding, obviously, Molly has that understanding also. She knows who's the head honcho at ESPN. So, now, people may not understand why Molly may find Stephen A attractive, but there's a lot of people out here that mess around on their mates with people who others may sit back and say, why would they do that? They're not that attractive or whatever. Like they, in their mind, they just couldn't see it. But that don't mean that it can't happen or it didn't happen, right? So we know these type of situations take place. Now, we don't know what Molly could have saw. We know Molly knows who the head honcho at ESPN, and Stephen A runs First Take, especially. All right, especially. So Molly and Stephen A work hand in hand at that ESPN First Take show. Okay, and we already know that Stephen A said this about Molly when it comes to working with her on ESPN First Take. Let's roll it.
It's Stephen A with the matriarch of the show. This person I couldn't do this show without and don't ever want to do the show without.
You don't ever want to do the show without Molly, huh, bro? Man, the way you expressed that was very suspicious. Now, we have to remember that Jalen Rose did divorce her for a reason. It may not have been because of Stephen A. Smith, but it's not far-fetched that her and Stephen A. Smith could have, crossed those lines at some point in time or whatever. So, we just want to make sure that we understand that it's not out the realm of possibility, man. You know what I'm saying? People do mess around with each other in the workplace. And just because you might not see the attraction doesn't mean that the individual doesn't see the attraction towards the person who you think should not have that particular person, within their grasp, so to speak. But it's hard for anybody to really sit back and say that Molly is not attracted to Stephen A. You don't know what she might find to be attractive, And so I'm only saying that it's not out the realm of possibility for that to be the case. But let's just say this. With Molly knowing that Stephen A is the head honcho, and there's a likelihood that she can find Stephen A attractive enough to have some intimacy with him, all right? That's not out the realm of possibility. So with her knowing he's the head honcho, and you heard how Stephen A expressed to her about working with her on that show. If you forgot that fast, let me remind you.
It's Stephen A with the matriarch of the show. This person I couldn't do this show without and don't ever want to do the show without. The one and only Molly Qerim.
So just because we may not see the attraction, why Molly can find Stephen A to be attractive, doesn't mean that she doesn't have her reasons. And even if she doesn't find him to be that attractive, doesn't mean that she couldn't get close to him in some sort of way. Listen, she could be trying to get closer to the bag. I done had people make comments on that. You know what I'm saying? Speaking to the fact that, man, look, because Stephen A is the man at ESPN. He runs that First Take show especially. And he already stated he don't want to do that show with nobody else but her. They got Max Kellerman out the way. Did we not forget? Stephen A made sure Max got out the way so it could just be Stephen A and Molly. And anybody who they want to just come on the show randomly. But really, it's their show now. They got Max out the way. And if y'all forgot why Max is out of there, Terrell Owens is to blame. And not in a bad way. It's just that Terrell Owens gave Stephen A hardcore truth in front of the masses when he told them this.
Obviously, Max is going to get in here. Like I said, I'm in the streets. Max almost seems blacker than you, Stephen A. with his coming, with his commentary.
With all due respect, my brother.
I'm just saying, dog.
Wait a minute. Wait to finish.
I'm just saying.
He's just saying, dog. He's just saying. Terrell Owens was only telling you what the streets be saying, Stephen A. Like he said, he in the streets. He know what the streets be saying. Now, before you know it, it was just a matter of time. Max was out of there. And if you don't remember Stephen A. saying he wanted Max out of there, just listen to this.
What's the truth with the departure of Max Kellerman from First Take?
Well, the rumor's accurate in terms of me wanting him off the show. Let's get that out the way. Yes, I did.
Now, you can clearly hear that Stephen A. said the rumors are accurate. Yes, he wanted Max Kellerman off the show. Well, of course he wanted Max off the show. And if you admitted that the rumors of wanting Max kicked off the show was true, are the rumors that you're popping Molly true? Are they? Anyway, let's continue. When Terrell Owens told him to his face that he's in the streets and everybody in the streets knows that Max Kellerman is blacker than him, man, can you imagine how he felt after that? And he despised Max moving forward. He probably already had a little bitterness towards Max in their working relationship because Max is a smart, intelligent guy, and Stephen A. don't like to be challenged. So when T.O. said that about Stephen A., that was Max's downfall. It was only a matter of time. Now, since Max is out the way, now Molly can insert herself into the role of a debate participant when she wants to. Because, see, Max was the one that would normally challenge her. All right? He would normally be the one to challenge her. I made a video and dropped the synopsis as to why people are annoyed by Molly on the First Take show. And that's because she seems to just talks too much. Like she doesn't stay in the moderator's role. So she don't have to really worry about that now. Max is gone. Stephen A. can't do the show without her. Don't want to do the show without her. He already expressed his love for her and everything, right? We done heard that. If you forgot, hold on. You might have forgot. Let's run that back.
With the matriarch of the show. This person I couldn't do this show without and don't ever want to do the show without. The one and only, Molly Qerim.
And so now with Max out the way, Molly doesn't have to watch what she has to say. Because now it's Molly's and Stephen A.'s world. Oh yeah, Molly's and Stephen A.'s world. He already told you who's on the top of his Stephen A.'s thankful list. All right, I ain't gonna play it again. Because it ain't like y'all don't understand now. Y'all should understand now. Because it was after that episode that the following month, the reports started coming out. That's when Jalen Rose really wanted to let everybody know. It ain't been good. I filed for divorce. It ain't been good. So whatever y'all might have been thinking, I'm letting y'all know right now. So the reports came and dropped right after Stephen A. dropped that little thankful list and had Molly at the top. And that might not have been the only thing she was on top of. But that's for another video. But I'm out of here. Drop your comments. Thanks for watching. 1. I want to thank everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. On your way out, would you please take the opportunity to hit the subscribe button? This is SmashDaLikeTV with your host, Be Easy. I'm out. Peace.